Alright, so I haven't had a review for a while since I was really busy, and the last video I shot was about an hour long, and the next one is someone requested a review. I mean a tutorial on Canva, so I made that one. But today I mentioned a couple of versions of cable that you can attach to your keyboard, and that was for mechanical keyboards. And I ordered two that arrived today, just so I can show you the different types that you can purchase. Wireless keyboards are really good in terms of how clean your desk is gonna be, but there are instances that you really need a wired one, especially if you have low-cost keyboards that are not as fast in terms of the wireless functionality. So you might need to attach it to your computer itself to make it more responsive, right? And I did show you a flat cable last time and an L cable. So those are the ones that I frequently use with my keyboards. I don't style it as much, but I'm gonna show you the differences between those cables. Right, so these are all what do you call this, keyboard cables, right? So as you can see here, this one is just a straight up like a charger keyboard cable, right? So basically it just looks like your regular charger, right? And then you have the braided one, which is like it's like a cloth on the finish, but again it's a straight up um, one, very long as well, for your keyboard, right? And then you have the flat one I showed you on the video last time, which is kind of nice, but again, that's not really what you would want on your keyboard in terms of how clean it's gonna be and how you make it look like it's gonna be as sleek as possible. So those are the kind of wires that are available for keyboard enthusiasts, but here are the ones that are really being used a lot by most users or setup enthusiasts. And then finally this one here, which is a really good one, right? A low latency version, and it has an L end there to make sure that it doesn't really disturb the way you set up your keyboard. So it's really good for those who want to have a clean look or a kind of a hidden look. But hey, just to complete the series, I'm gonna show you the keyboard cables that I ordered. It came in this zip pack here, and this one is orange, so it's basically rubbery. So I'm gonna show you this in detail, right? So why it's two, right? You usually ask that question when you're new to keyboard. This one is not an L end, so it's just a nice looking end there, very sturdy. It's spring type, and then you have this connector here at the end, right? I'm not sure if you're seeing it, as it's a little dark here, so I'm just gonna move it a little bit here. Yeah, it's still dark right? But I hope you're seeing this end here, right? And then you have this end here on the other end. So I'm just gonna glint it a little bit so that you'll see how it looks, right? So you have this end for your keyboard. You attach it basically like this on your keyboard. For example, I have a side slot here. Most are on the top, but I have a side slot for this one, and then I just attach it here. And basically you can carry it around. It matches my style here in terms of my keyboard, because my keyboard is orange. So it's still clean, and this one attaches to your computer. It has a kind of removable button here that wraps it up, right, if you want to keep it. So basically this one attaches to your computer or your laptop, right? And this is the end, looks really cool as well, right? It's nice looking cable. It's really sturdy. And then you have this end here, which is kind of the removable part. So basically you attach this end here and then screw it in. For example, if you want to use it really quickly, then you just screw it in so tight. Once it's screwed in, then you have a complete cable. So basically you can mix and match all cables and then attach it to your computer. This one is kind of short for my needs right now, right? So as you can see, from here to my computer, it's really a long way to go, and it's not L, right? I would have loved it if it's an L type, but hey, that's one for the books, right? So that's one there. I'm gonna keep it later. And then I have this other one, which I really like the color combination. And this one is kind of a mix between a rubber and a braid, right? You'll just have many options to choose from. So this one really looks cool, right? Because it's braided in some way, but still not L end, not as cool as the other one's end, but same kind of connector. So most of this type of cables for your keyboard has this connector, and then you have a longer braided one for your computer, right? So basically these are the types of cable that can mix and match together. Basically sometimes they just fit together as well. I'm just gonna check it for you, but most of them can be mix and match, but there are those that have their proprietary versions, meaning, yeah, this one is smaller, right? This one is bigger, so you cannot mix this one up. But basically that's how cables are being used. So for example, I have it right here, and then I'm gonna attach it to my computer. That's gonna look cool. And basically most of it's based on your preference. So for me, I really like wired keyboard. I like simple wires as well. But those who style their setup, mostly, I'm not saying gamers, but most mechanical keyboard users as well, prefer this. Less latency, less problems with wireless connections. Looks cool, looks nice when you set it up on your computer. So that's it for this review. It's a short review of the kind of cables that you can use for your keyboard. They're sturdy, they're stylish, you can style them the way you would want it, but generally just choose the one that you prefer in terms of your cables. In terms of performance, there's no huge advantage between them really, between cables. But for the wireless ones, there's different technologies, USB 2.0, 3.0, and some proprietary ones with the radio 2.4 gigahertz and those kind of technologies. Especially, I really like the Logitech radio technology. It doesn't drop as much, very high connect rate, very responsive. So it's like using a cable as well on a keyboard. So those kind of stuff. But hey, for less problems, I do keep some of my cables when I'm troubleshooting. For example, I don't have wireless available, my computer is acting up, for example, then you need a cable, right? But in terms of that, I do have longer cables for that, just to make sure that I can move around my space, because as you know, I have my spinal cord issue. But hey, if you want something permanent and that looks good on your setup, then I suggest getting this. So I'm just gonna attach it later on here, so at least I have an option that I can pull out anytime when I need it. But right now, in terms of the length, I think I'll prefer this one, right? Because it is longer than this one. But hey, yeah, if you need something like that, then don't forget that you have options, many options to customize on your keyboard journey. So I was supposed to review another keyboard, but it hasn't arrived yet, and maybe I'll review it soon for you. That's the next video, so please click and subscribe, click the bell icon, because that one is about keyboards that are good to start with, that will cost you just about $11 or $15 to the most, and it's gonna be a good starting point for keyboard enthusiasts, especially those who want to experience mechanical keyboards. So yeah, click subscribe to my channel. Please help me out, share my videos, give me suggestions, give me things that I can improve on. But yeah, thanks for watching, and yeah, don't forget to comment on the comment section below if you need me to review a couple of stuff that you've been wondering of. So I'm not a really a die-hard mechanical keyboard fan as before. I do use to collect these keycaps with custom designs and whatnot. I do frame it sometimes on my wall, but now I have just opted for performance in terms of my work. So yeah, thanks for watching and continue to be you, right? Take care. God bless. Bye bye.